Hey, how's it going? It's Green Rumor. Today we're working on a Itasca Horizon motorhome, and the problem we were having is the slide out on the driver's side in the bedroom was creeping out, and it's a common problem a lot of motorhomes will have, that the slide out starts to creep out on you, and this one was coming out about 1.25 inches after you closed it, and it sat there for just a minute. It would start coming out, and it would hang out a little bit, about 1.25 inches. So, of course, if you Google that problem, you're going to be told that the extend valve, and these are both extend valves down here below, on right above the reservoir, HWH system. And the furthest one over in this case is the extend valve for that slide out. And unfortunately, that was not the problem. We went ahead and ordered an extend valve from HWH. But an odd thing is this motor was winding down after you let go of the button. Once you got it to where it's open or closed, it would wind down. It would act like it was continued to rotate and would just, I'm sorry about sound effects, but that's what it was doing. It would just wind down, kind of squeal like a pig. And come to find out, right in between these two extend valves, and if you can see right up against the manifold, right in between there is a 5/8 inch plug, which is actually a check valve. And when you take that off, which in this case, to get a socket on there, I had to pull that far valve back off to get it out of the way, because this check valve's touching it. It's right up against it, so you can't get a socket on there. So I pulled that valve back off, took the check valve out, and lo and behold, the spring, there's a plunger and a spring with an O-ring on the end of the plunger. There's also an O-ring on the cap itself. But that spring had worked itself up and over the mushroom, or the tip of the plunger, and it was interfering with its seating. I mean, there was the actual chunk of spring in between the seat and the plunger. So I was able to put a different spring on there, and the thing seats just fine, and now the motor stops on a dime. When you let go of the button, the motor stops just like it's supposed to. And as you can see, the slide out is closed and holding closed. So in this particular case, it turned out to be the check valve. So I hope that helps if you're having trouble figuring out why your slide out's creeping out. Any leak in the hydraulic system or what have you could cause that, but in this case it was just the check valve. Hope that helps.